sweaters haven't been in fashion since Olivia Newton-John had marquee belly. That all changes today. Mr. Misha Collins.
What the hell is he wearing? I don't know.
Hangman is coming down from the gallows at dawn.
I think he's so much.
Good morning, everyone. Normally, we like to do this sometime in the early afternoon, late afternoon, but I said, get these people out of bed. It's disgusting the way people sleep in around here. So we're turning it into a little bit more of a military-style convention this weekend. We're going to be running drills in about 20 minutes. So everybody get ready. You, get down and give me 50. No. Right. Insubordinate. Churlish. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Morning.
Welcome to our fair city, Burbank. Yes, I don't live here, but I live nearby, so I can vouch for it. Are there a lot of new people here? Who's new? Wow. That's amazing. So, let me just fill you in. We run drills as a group every morning. A lot of new people, that's exciting. Who's not new? Woo! Right, you see that? A lot less energy. They're a little more jaded. They're sadder. And who's from outside the Los Angeles County? Wow! And who's from inside Los Angeles County? A little jaded, Los Angeles County. All right, well, that's exciting. That's good. So you guys are going to get to tour, those of you who are not from Los Angeles, you're going to get to spend a little time touring the city, go take a photo of yourself in front of the Hollywood sign, Man's Chinese Theater, where the saddest people in America work. Guys who stand out on the sidewalk dressed up as Batman, posing for pictures with tourists from Japan. You guys should definitely go meet those guys. They need all the help they can get. What?
Your mic. You don't want it turned up.
Turn my mic up? You turn your mic up. I couldn't hear a word you were saying. It's a pot calling a kettle black. Your mic is loud. Be careful. Okay. The problem is that my monitors are loud. And I sound incredibly loud. Shut up. Be quiet, Misha. Okay. How's that? Okay. Because I'm not. I was going to be quiet. I was disturbing myself. Hi. Do you have a question that you would like to ask me?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the question?
Okay. So for the end of episode 3 of the season, I'm No Angel. How difficult was it to film the scene where Reed says you have to leave?
That was the last scene that I shot in that episode. It was the very end of the episode, and then after that scene,
I went home. And got to go to sleep and take a shower and go for a jog and all that stuff that I've been looking forward to. So for me, it was like, sweet, sweet. So that means we're done. Out of here. It was very difficult. I cried uncontrollably for several hours. Very sad. Jensen had to rock me in his arms after we finished shooting for a while, just to soothe me. But I get emotional, so everyone on set has come to expect that. I think they have a code word. He's Misha, they say, and that just means that I'm sort of curled up in the corner, weeping to myself, or being stroked by one of the other actors to help me work through it. It's just one of the costs of doing business with me on the show. So there you go. Hi.
Hello. Yes, at the last episode you were in, Dean and Cass leave Nora's house at night after she gets back from her date.
And there's a very simple explanation for this. So Dean and Cass leave Nora's house. It's night, presumably not even terribly late at night, because it was a bowling date that had gone wrong. So I don't think those ever run past about 9:30. So we can safely assume it was approximately 9:30, but we'll give a little leeway and say it was 9:45. They leave the house at 9:45, and they arrive at Nora's place of employment, the gas and sip, at approximately, let's call it 6:30 in the morning. Now, there may be some speculation, there may be some questions about what happened in the intervening hours. And there is a very, very simple explanation for this, which is that Nora has a bitch of a commute to work. It's actually a 12-hour drive from her place to the gas and sip. And in fact, we made good time because it only took us 9 hours to get there. So there you go. Thank you. Hi, how are you? I'm well, thank you.
So you're going to be directing soon, and
Yes.
I was just wondering how you were getting ready for that, and if you're actually going to get anything done, or you guys are just going to be like partying.
What was the line of your question? If we're actually gonna
Party around.
Party around?
Yes.
The kids these days have such hip terms. Party around. We are gonna definitely get a lot done. And don't you dare let Jared and Jensen tell you otherwise. I was talking to somebody who is directing an upcoming episode. It was like, man, you should just, don't worry about it. You've got to know that everybody's got your back. We all want you to succeed, so everybody's gonna be pitching in and helping out in every way we can. And I said, really, everyone? And he said, well, all right, fair point. Not everyone is gonna be pitching in and helping out, but it will be interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited to direct. I'm looking forward to it with some trepidation. That's another sort of cool, hip kids term. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's like LOL. Yeah, I think we were out after the Toronto convention, the Creation Toronto convention, which was lovely in many respects and very unlovely in some other respects. But we were out having dinner, and Jared started laughing at dinner. It was just me, Jared, and Jensen sitting at the table there, and Jared started laughing. I was like, why are you laughing?
we were in the middle of I'm going to backtrack here a little bit. We had an argument, Jensen and I. What was it? It was something stupid. But I wanted to prove my point. Oh, it was about acetaminophen versus ibuprofen. And like, which one had adverse effects on your liver? I was right. And I had Google and Wikipedia to prove it. And so, neutral third party, Jared Padalecki, I pulled up Wikipedia, I said, read this to him and prove him that I'm right. And so he took my phone and he started reading, and then he just sort of started thinking to himself as he was reading and started laughing. And he was laughing and he was saying, you're so screwed when you direct. It just came to me, he's like, I just thought of something, and we're gonna make your life a living hell. And now, not too long after that, I came to discover that the reason that he was really laughing was that he had hacked into my Twitter account on my phone and was posting things like, I like to hurt children. But that his mind went there is, I think, telling and fear-inducing for me. So, I don't know how I lost my head so much as to hand my unlocked phone to Jerry. But it was, I mean, you understand the passion of an argument like that. Ibuprofen, you know, something that I'm so personally invested in that I had to be right here. There's only, I mean, whatever, it only goes out to a million people, so it's not like a big deal. Anyway, apparently he exercised restraint though. There were other things that he was going to write. He's like, no, that's too horrible. But he didn't write. So I was left with the very neutral, I like to hurt children. What? Well, okay, so, what is it now? Ibuprofen, which is Advil, that's the one that is bad for your GI, but acetaminophen, bad for your liver. 5,000 deaths a year from acetaminophen overdoses, so be careful. Only take like a handful at a time. Seriously, because it's very strong stuff. Hi.
My question was, how do you make Castiel so adorable, like human Castiel?
Okay, well. And then I have them fix me up in visual effects. Yes, now I feel uncomfortable. He's just awkward. Awkward is cute, I think. Isn't it? Yeah. I mean, you're doing it right now. Yeah, I think that there's something endearing about somebody who's just doesn't quite know what they're doing, doesn't quite fit in, doesn't quite know how to make proper eye contact.
They're a child.
Violate personal space. All those things are sort of, oh, look at that guy. You know, I think when you see somebody like that, you're like, oh, tested for failure. That's cute. Everybody likes a loser. Hi.
Hi. Wow. My question for you is, so far with the filming of season 9, what is like the best prank that has been pulled backstage? Got some good stories?
You know, at this point, we actually, we were on a flight recently. I don't remember where. We were flying somewhere, and we were we had taken up the whole first class cabin. It was all supernatural people. It was pretty awesome. We were being a little bit obnoxious. Jared and I, unfortunately, were seated right across the aisle from one another, and we were very tired. And we both, we were heading home. I'm from a convention. I think we had to get up early in the morning to shoot, and it was already like 11 o'clock at night. So we were, looking at like maybe 4 hours of sleep. And so this fight was kind of a golden opportunity to maybe try to nap. But of course, we're seated across the aisle from one another, and both of us knew we couldn't afford to fall asleep. Because the other one would do something to him. So we were both trying to stay awake, but we were both very tired, and we both very much wanted to sleep. And so we did something unprecedented. We had negotiated a truce. So we shook hands, and we made a very solemn vow to not fuck with one another on the flight. But we've also sort of been doing that a little bit in general as a sort of gentleman's agreement, because both of us don't want to deal with what the other one is going to do to him if we do something to him. So it's scaled back. It's not like full-scale invasions at this point. It's low-level border skirmishes. So we'll just do things. The chronic sort of messing with one another that goes on is just trying to mess one another up during the takes. We recently had John Badham directing an episode of Supernatural, and he is a very well-established, storied, famous, seasoned director. He did War Games and Short Circuit and Saturday Night Fever. He's awesome. He's a great guy. But we were doing the usual, just fucking with each other during takes while he was directing. And he came out and just looked at us. And he looked at us with so much disappointment. You call yourselves professional actors, and look at you. It's pathetic. And we both were like, sorry, Mr. Badham, sorry, sir, sorry. And then we were better behaved after that for over an hour. Hi.
Hiya. If you and the rest of the cast were in the Hunger Games, how would that turn out?
So the Hunger Games, in the Hunger Games, basically, people are watching the Hunger Games. People are watching contestants hunt each other, essentially, right? But then the viewers can somehow airlift in special things to help contestants, right? I think that we would probably have, I don't know. I think, here's what would happen. First of all, I would be doing quite well. And I would be sort of in a situation where I was maybe about to confront Jared and Jensen. And my supporters would airlift in toy helicopters, remote control toy helicopters, for Jared and Jensen, which would, of course, completely distract them. And they would be utterly unable to defend themselves while I took them down, using some sort of a weapon that I fashioned from sticks and twigs and wood. So, what's up? Hi. Trinity.
I just wanted to say, for your random acts of kindness, thank you for making that organization. It's inspired me to make a club at my school for it, to spread kindness around my community.
Awesome. Good for you.
And my question is, do you think Castiel is going to move into the bunker with Sam and Dean, and under what circumstances do you think that will happen?
I think that Sam and Dean would be open to letting Cass move in via roomie. My suspicion is that he'd have to do a lot of housework. Cass is not a big earner for it. I mean, we know for a fact that he's making minimum wage at best. And there's questions whether he's going to be able to hold on to that job for long. So they probably have to work out some kind of barter where he earns his keep. Because, Sam and Dean, they make a lot of money in their day-to-day business, obviously. It was established early on. It was established early on in the show that Sam and Dean have money by being pool sharks, right? They're hustlers, sort of? And credit card scams. Okay, so those stories, the credit card scams, the pool hustling, blah, 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 that's all a lie. They're trust fund kids. But it sounds cooler to make them look like, you know. But yeah, no, the truth is that John Winchester actually had a bundle of money and left them very comfortable. They don't have to worry about anything. And that whole big bunker thing, a found bunker, they paid to have that bunker. But Cass can't afford to pay his share, so he'll be doing dishes, laundry, you know, mopping the floors, cleaning the toilets. Yeah. They have a little maid outfit that they made for him.
Thank you.
And a little name tag on the apron that says, "Your bitch." And it's humiliating. It's humiliating. But if he wants a place to stay, he's got to do it. He's got to suck it up. So he does. All right. What? Nisharella. Hi.
If Castiel wasn't written as an angel, what supernatural being would you want him to be?
Wait, if you what? What?
If he wasn't written as an angel, what supernatural being would you want him to be?
Invented as people?
If he wasn't written.
Written. If he wasn't written as an angel, what would I want him to be? I don't know. How about you? A demon? No. I meant, how about as you? Castiel the fangirl. Her mouth stopped working.
Hi, my name is Tristan. Do you think that Castiel will become a hunter in the supernatural season? And if he was a hunter, what weapon would he use?
Well, Cass, I think, would very much, I don't know, he vacillates. So far in the season, he's been sort of, do I want to be a hunter, do I not want to be a hunter? He got some, obviously, in the last episode we saw him, and he'd had some criticism of his hunting skills in the past, and I think that hurt his confidence a little bit. But Cass, I think that all of the hunters have at their disposal a whole assload of weapons, like a whole trunk full of weapons at any time. So I think it's only fair that Cass should have access to the same arsenal. They really do travel with a lot of weapons. And it seems like they could really economize if they made like a gun that had a demon knife, a demon bayonet on the end. You know, they just lug around a lot of shit for guys who are constantly moving. You know, I think they would want like the toiletry version of the weapon kit. Because it's just a pain. I don't know, but I digress, as usual. Hi. With angel blood? Yeah. Ooh, this is interesting. Are there any supernatural writers in the room? Is there anyone from Supernatural Inc. here? Nobody. Thanks for coming out and supporting you guys. You know, because the post-production studios, the writer's room, all of that are about 5 minutes from here. So I can see what. There you go. Big show of hands. Don't be afraid. Just reach up high. No, not a soul. What about friends of mine? Friends of mine from LA? Thanks for coming out, guys. Means a lot to me.
I'll be your friend.
Friends who I know your name. No?
Hi, I'm Brenna.
Hi, Cindy. Thanks for coming. How are the kids? Do you have kids? No kids. That is shame. Let's stand up. All right. Procreation was never so easy. Can I have a volunteer from the audience to make a baby with me? What's that? You have 2 preschoolers. Ah, great. We can skip the diaper year, so just get right into preschool.
Nice stall.
Nice call. Oh no, I'm just scoping. Hello, how are you? Oh, such a tough decision. Okay, what were we talking about? Angel light. That is a good question. What is your answer to it?
I don't know, I think you would get like some of the angel powers along with it, like being able to banish demons and all.
Well, that's kind of handy. Why doesn't everyone bring angel blood then?
I think it would kill them.
What's that?
I think it would kill them.
It's bad for your liver. Good for you. There are several thousand deaths a year because of overdoses of angel blood. People think it's innocuous, but it's not. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Something on your... Yes.
Yeah, there's vagabonds.
You are not from here.
No, I'm from Ireland.
Ireland?
Yeah.
And you're here for a week.
Yeah, we're here until Monday, then we're going to San Francisco.
And what are you doing in San Francisco?
Touristy things.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Have you been to San Francisco before?
No, I haven't. My friend has.
Oh, okay. So you have a tour guide?
Yeah.
An Irish tour guide in San Francisco? Yeah. Do you have a question?
Yeah.
I see. Those are Irish things on your head.
Yeah.
Got it. Just in case anyone forgets. Yeah.
I kind of have a 2-part question. I wanted to know, have you ever been to Ireland? Would you go to any of our conventions? And also, who are your favorite Irish band?
This is 3-part.
And also, you're not allowed to say you two.
You're not allowed to say you too?
You two. They don't count.
They don't? Okay, fine. Billy Bragg. Is he Irish? Is he alive?
You should know.
Is he
Your
Irish?
favorite.
He's Irish, right?
Yeah, sure.
No one knows. Good. Yeah, I have a lot of esoteric music knowledge. I'm sorry that you don't. And what was the rest of your question? Oh, have I ever been to Ireland? Absolutely. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I was in the airport. I should know this. I don't remember. It was about 15 years ago. No, I've never been outside of the Dublin airport. But it was lovely, and I would go back in a heartbeat. My favorite Irish thing is what? Whiskey. Shame on you. Boiled cabbage. And you?
My favorite Irish thing.
Yeah.
There's 6 Irish things.
Are you really? Hey, I've never found a 4-leaf clover in my life, and I've been looking for them ever since I was a little kid.
Well,
Can you weigh in on that?
she has some on her sub-bombs.
What?
She has some on her sub-bombs.
No, those are 3-leaf clovers.
No, we're reading on your shamrocks.
Are those the shamrocks?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, this is a weird debate. So while you're in San Francisco, you should go up to Mount Tan, get some sourdough bread, and do some
What else would they do? And swim to Alcatraz while you're there.
We are going to really nice.
Swim. Don't miss out. Swim. Anybody can take the boat. It's boring and it's not a good story. Thank you. Hi.
My question is, will Castiel ever get his grace back? And if he does, will Metatron get his ass kicked?
I'm not going to spoil things for you, but the season finale is Cass getting his grace back and taking Metatron back. So. Everybody knew that already, right? Yeah, okay. Just as long as that was out there. That's a terrible, terrible question. Because you know I can't answer it. Right? I mean, I'm not going to get up here and say, oh yeah, Cass gets his grace back. I'm sorry, I want to put everybody out of their misery because it's happening very soon, and then Metatron comes in, and there's a sword fight, Cass wins. You want to ask another question to make up for the fact that I can't answer your question?
Is there a chance for Dean and Cass to get together?
I had to try, didn't I? I couldn't just let it go, but very, very good chance. Or not, I don't know really. But it's been a good discussion. I'm glad we had it. Yes, Shamrock face head.
And I was wondering if Castiel could save the entire world and all that care about the bathcraft, like killing one character and create the show, who would you take in life?
Who, by killing one character?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really sinister. If you could make everything in the world lovely by killing somebody, who would it be? I don't think that that's how it works. I don't think that that's well, probably, come on, guys. That's the easy answer. Metatron? You can go really out for blood. I don't think that's really, it's sick, is special. Irish people are really sick. Yeah, it's tough to say. Like, maybe some sort of an elaborate human sacrifice kind of thing. The blood of a virgin spilled down the steps of the pyramid kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just workshopping. I don't know what the best solution is. Who would you like to kill? On the show. Shame. Yes. What? You keep me alive?
Yeah.
Good answer. Okay, you get a pass on this one. You know, everybody has their function on Supernatural. I don't think I think that, and I think that the writers have sort of seen the light on that, so they're not going to be killing anyone anymore. This came down from the CW network. They said there was too much blood on the show, so they said light bruising is okay, but anything more than that, they're not going to allow us to do anymore. They're not using weapons anymore. It's just open face palm slaps. Open palm, whatever. Good luck. Hi. Where do I find inspiration during times of trouble? Oh, that's a very sweet question. You're making it really hard to give live responses right now. That's right. Whenever things get rough, I go
Hey man, can I ask you something? Fuck yourself. I guess at different times in my life, I have taken inspiration from different places. So it's dependent on where I am at the time, you know? There have been times when the only thing in the world that seemed to give me solace was hearing my wife's voice. There have been times, you know, when waking up next to my kids have seemed to make everything all right. There have been times that I think that actually starting to meditate really turned things around for me, and going back to that has helped. And I don't know, inspirational things that I've read along the way, and of course all of you. That has actually been strangely much more true than I ever imagined it could be. Yeah, quite often I get people saying things to me like, you know, you're an inspiration, and I think, oh my God, what are you talking about? I'm a mess, you know? I'm a disaster. How could you say that? You're wrong. But if that just people, you know, that anyone has ever said that to me has made me want to be stronger and be better, knowing that, you know, however few, but, you know, knowing that there's a handful of people who are paying attention, you know, and some of them are fans and some of them are my kids, to how I act, makes me want to be better and stronger and nicer and more thoughtful. And then, yeah, of course, I primarily turn to Jared. And whiskey and Jared. Yeah, I don't know. But thanks for being sweet. Okay, thank you. Have a great day. Hi.
Hi. I question for you. What was your favorite episode or season to shoot?
My favorite episode or season to shoot? Well, my favorite episode definitely so far has been, I'm trying to have a conversation. My favorite episode has been The French Mistake. And so far, I think this has been my favorite season to shoot. I'm just enjoying the writing, working with the cast, because we've all really gotten to know each other now, you know? And it's fun. It's like, you know, going to work with guys you know. Season 4 was a great season, but I was new, didn't know everybody, so it was a little bit less fun. But thank you, yeah.
I think I love you.
My question is, how often do you, Jensen, and Jared get into arguments?
A good question. Well, I mean, if we're talking about over-the-counter drugs, obviously, that's a hot topic for us, and that things tend to get pretty heated. But on the set, we tend to more often than not agree with one another about, you know, directions that a scene is going or something like directors. So there you go. Who's standing next to you? Hi, cousin. How old are you? 11? Oh my God, that's so old. Does it make you sad when you think about how old you are and how your youth has been squandered? What was your favorite age? Like if you could, yeah, 8. 8 was a sweet spot, huh? And it's all been downhill since then. Yeah, they cut back your ice cream. Parents are so cruel. What? She says it's devastating. She's right. Yes. I have recently been getting into ice cream disputes. My son, we just shot another episode of a cooking show that I do occasionally. And it was, there were some times in it, and I was laughing so hard, tears were streaming down my face. That's not all that was streaming down my face, by the way. There was some weird sauce also all over my face. But he and I, anyway, have a, thank you. He and I have a dispute going on at the moment, and I think you can appreciate this. What I consider to be a taste of ice cream is very different from what he considers to be a taste of ice cream. And he'll do this thing which strikes me off the wall. I'll give him a legitimate taste of ice cream, maybe even a generous taste of ice cream, and then he'll say, that was not a taste. And I'll say, yes, that was a taste. And it's, no, it wasn't. You got taste. Taste is more than that. And that's not fair. Because I'm trying to take his health and well-being into consideration, and he's just, I mean, obviously a spoonful is a taste. Would you agree with that? Now, I'm asking my 11-year-old friend. How much is a taste? A gallon from the peanut gallery. What do you think? Taste. How much? Okay. Oh, I'm so sad to see him retired. God, this is like a Michael Jordan jersey. So, I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, but Matt has incredibly generously and quite sadly donated this piece of apparel. It looks really used. This is not a lightly, a gently used cheerleader outfit. So tomorrow at some point we're going to be auctioning this off, and everyone is going to sign it, and the proceeds are going to go to Random Acts. And thank you, by the way. That's great. And I understand that you have not washed it. Is that true? You look beautiful. Thank you. So do you. It's unwashed, you guys. So think of all the flavor in that fabric.
There's a no-smell policy to the winner. No.
I am certify that that is unwashed. So I think tomorrow we'll do it, or today. We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. Everyone will have signed it by then. It'll have some time to air out between now and then. Just if you came in a car, you probably don't want. How are they going to get these home? We'll get you some sort of a hermetically sealed bag that you can store it in. Okay, wait a minute. You never answered my question. How much does it taste? Give me just two different, for instances, chocolate and vanilla. How much does it taste? Okay. And that applies to both chocolate and vanilla? Okay, I was wrong. I was administering too little. So thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
How can you relate to Castiel?
How do I relate to Castiel? Yes, I relate to Castiel in many ways, I think. Well, truthfully, I kind of have always felt like I don't quite fit in. And maybe I'm outgrowing that a little bit, but that was definitely my childhood. It was partly because when I was growing up, we moved all the time. And I was always in a different school every year, and sometimes two schools a year. So I didn't really ever know the other kids, and I always felt like I was kind of watching from the outside and not really necessarily a part of the group. So that is something, and it's funny because when I started to think about the character of Castiel, I was imagining a lot for some reason that he had been watching humanity from a very high vantage point and far away, like just observing but not actually participating. And so he'd been thrust in and was participating for the first time when we first meet him. But that more than anything probably resonates with me. Also, I think that there are similarities in our body type. Thanks. Hi. That's somebody, will you pick her up so she can be near that microphone? Your back hurts. All four of you can do it for sure. Oh, okay. That's another solution.
Okay, so my question is, if you ever got the chance to be a vessel for an angel in real life, would you say yes?
Nope. So, and actually, I think that that's good advice for all of you. If an angel does approach you on the street and asks if you will be their vessel, don't say yes. First of all, there's a small but statistically significant chance that you'll explode. And second of all, it's possible that you will be locked inside your own head for all eternity while someone else uses your body as a puppet. So, not a great arrangement in general. Unless you have some other insight on that question. Would you be a vessel for an angel?
Never.
Never, no. Hey, we should have more children angels though on the show.
Yeah.
We used to have demon kids, and we had an angel kid way back when in episode 421. Was that right? But we haven't done it since. We should do that more. Because you'd be perfect as an angel kid. Yeah. You know what? Give us your agent info. Do you have an agent? Are you an actor? No. Okay. Also not a good idea. So don't be an actor. A pleasure talking to you. What's your name?
Shaysha.
Shaysha? That's a great name. Yeah, you can be very famous. Okay, good talking to you. Bye. Hi.
So, this actually is kind of related to my question. Since Castiel is now human, whatever happened to Jimmy? Is he still in there, like in the peanut gallery, in the back of your head?
we had gone back and forth on this, and somebody else was going to have to help me answer the question. Because originally somebody asked me that question, and I said, whatever you say is what it is. And then maybe we changed that subsequently to another. You say he's still in there. He said he's still in there. You were the one? There's the voice of authority here. He's still in there. Which doesn't make any sense. What about, hold on a second. Little Miss know everything about my character. Cass becomes human, but Jimmy is still inside? This hurts me too much. Does anyone have any acetaminophen? I think that Jimmy is somewhere.
Jimmy gave up his life for his daughter.
I know. That was in episode 421. It's sad what happened to Jimmy, and we don't know where he is now, but we feel bad for him. And myself, and maybe on behalf of all the writers and producers of Supernatural, would like to apologize to his family for taking him away from his really lovely domestic life and locking him up with some crazy misfit angel. So I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he is in Cass's grace, mixed in with the grace.
Sounds like a gross content.
Thank you.
Thank you. Those guys should definitely stick with their day job because my cuticles are completely covered in black. There's parts of my nails that have no nail polish on them at all. That was the worst $20 I ever spent. There's no more questions because everyone has been told to leave. Which leads me to believe.
I have a question.
And I'm going to have to answer this question.
I have a question. And this is a serious one. I want to know who did a better job.
Well, you know what? I was actually asking myself that very question. And it's really choosing between two evils.
Here, hold on. He made his hand, the way he did it makes you look like a dirty whore.
Yeah.
But the way I did it,
There's
like a complete tramp.
Well, there's one finger where you actually painted pretty much up to the first knuckle there.
I thought that was, I'm not a color in the lines guy. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not how I roll.
Clearly.
I thought it made sense. But I'm going to say, you know what? Hold him up to it. The camera will get a shot of it. Hold it up. Hold up the hands. There, somebody up there. And they're like,
Stop moving.
Hold on, be still, damn you. It's over the thing. I want to see, like,
Stop.
Where's
so,
the camera?
just straight back.
You're all the way across the
Okay, so, by applause, hold him up. By applause, damn it.
We're going to have to make this a double blind because they know which side you're on. You may be bribing them or currying favor. So here's how we'll do it. They won't know which hand. Only I will know which hand was which.
You want me to get an impartial third party? Oh, right. So, by applause, this hand. By applause, this hand. Unstable hands. I won! Thank you, you're so sweet. Speaking of sweet, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Misha Collins.